Welcome to episode number 4 in Unlocking Vocabulary, Greek and Latin Root Words. This time out, we're going to look at the Greek root auto. Auto, of course, means self or by itself and forms words that often relate to independence, self-functioning, or individuality. Let's take a look at some example words and example sentences to give them some context. Autonomy means self-government or independence. An example sentence: after years of strict oversight, the colony finally achieved autonomy, allowing its people to govern themselves and shape their own future. Next is autodidact. An autodidact is a person who learns or teaches themselves a subject or skill without formal education or instruction. An example sentence: an avid reader and thinker, she became an accomplished programmer as an autodidact, mastering coding languages through online tutorials and practice. Autocracy is a system of government in which one person holds absolute and unrestricted power. An example sentence: the nation's shift towards autocracy sparked widespread protests as citizens feared the loss of their democratic freedoms. A combination here of two root words, auto meaning self and phobia related to fear, which we'll look at in a future lesson, gives us autophobia, an intense fear of being alone or isolated, even in situations where it is unlikely or unnecessary. Let's take a look at it in action. Her autophobia made even a quiet evening at home unbearable, as she constantly sought company to ease her anxiety. And our last word, autopilot, refers to a system that controls a vehicle, aircraft, or other machinery automatically, without constant human input. With the plane on autopilot, the pilots monitored the controls while calmly discussing the flight plan for the next leg of the journey. Of course, there are many other words with the root auto, and here we have some examples of those. Why not pay attention to one that grabs your fancy and maybe use it in a few sentences for extra practice. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed that, you can find more resources over at nomadhomeschool.com.